we go. What's going on, everybody? Sorry I'm late. Missing one thing. All right. Sorry for my lack of timeliness, punctuality. I had to change some things. Thanks, Blake. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this finds you. Welcome. Thanks for joining me if you are here live. Thanks for coming and viewing this after the recording. So today got some good stuff going on. Typical kind of spiel. Nothing too far out of the ordinary, I don't think. Not featuring any special talk, I don't think, today. How's everybody doing? For my tardiness, I could go back and find out who is the first one here. Shambot, good morning. So I think Shambot, good deal. Good Shambot. Victor, Hoos, good morning, Hoos. Tad, morning. Ryan, Wayne, morning. Blake, come on, scroll a little bit here. Let's see you, Todd, good to see you. Make sure I'm not skipping anybody. Fraser, morning. All right, Victor. Probably said Victor twice, maybe not. William, good to see you. I think that's keep going. This is what I do. This is what happens when I show up late. Tyler, good morning. Good to see you. Jason, good to see you. Orcus Dorcas, good to see you here today. I had to wait till this was cold before I could start the stream. That's the reason why I'm tardy. Tardy to the party. Yeah, it has been a long time. Good to see you. All right. Let's get into the question of the day, shall we? It's going to be a simple one. What is the RPG you play most often? What is the RPG you play most often? No wrong answers. Could be a variety of different reasons. Jeff, hey, morning. Yeah, you finally get to be here live. Thank you for joining live. Jeff, what time zone are you in? Jeff's like on the ball. It's a Savage Worlds. Boom. I'm here for the first time live. Savage Worlds. Fraser. No cheating. That's not cheating. Sword's Edge, my own game. Oh, I would hope so. All right, Jeff's in my neck of the woods. It looks like north to south anyway. Evil Merlin, morning. Good to see ya. Harrigan, morning. Good to see ya. Gabe Dibbing. Conan 2D20. Now, you could like it. You could love it. It could be somewhat yesterday's news, but it's the one you play most often, however you want to define that. Most frequently, maybe the last year, 5 years. Maybe it's just the one that you always have a go-to. It's the one you probably enjoy the most, I would think. Sometimes the one you play most often is not always the one that you enjoy the most. Huh? Am I right? All right. Life, it's diceless. Very Wes March's style of play, and the GM is a dick each and every time. Oh, that's the one? Okay. All right. That's the one Todd likes. Not putting a name to it. I like it. Or the history of my RPG life, or right now? Sure. Yes. I'll give you creative latitude, Mr. Peacock. This decade, Monster of the Week. Victor says, I don't play often enough, so that means cons make a big impact on the most played games. So Alien. Really? Oh, you got to change that. Uh-oh. Evil Merlin Pendragon. Whoa. We have a residential Pendragon expert? Is that fair to say? How many sessions of Pendragon do you think you've played or run, Evil Merlin? Evil Merlin Pendragon. Now, why should that be a surprise, right? Sean's a little thick. Should have probably guessed that. Ryan says D&D, not the one I enjoy the most. so, well, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say D&D 5th edition. Because I think, can we say that, BX is D&D? Can we say White Box is D&D? Can we say AD&D is D&D? Can we say that? Victor says, but Alien is only slightly ahead of Asen. Who says, over the last 12 months, Coriolis. Probably you're standing in a standing campaign, I'm guessing. Andy Hall, good to see you. Savage Worlds, but looking for something else. What? Uh-oh. Does Pinnacle know this? Getting a little... Who's dinging me? I'm going to make sure I'm not getting... I'm getting a text from Brett. It's just too bad podcasting and streaming can't earn you enough money. It's not any secret that my old former co-host and friend Brett lost his job yesterday, so he posted it on the Discord, so it's not a complete secret. But anyways, trying to help him find something. So anyways, Roger says probably in the last year 5e overall, perhaps Savage Worlds or Fiasco. I need to play more Fiasco, honestly. I probably should. Todd says D&D is the only one I've played the most in my lifetime, and AD&D Ravenloft the most played campaign setting, but High Plains Samurai the most in recent years, and High Plains Samurai, go to Broken Ruler Games, pick that up from old Todd. Victor says lifetime play would definitely be D&D. Who's Carl? We could say any clone is D&D. Clone? Even any clone? Well, I mean, you could call anything D&D, but I don't know if I would call I think we can, sure. I don't know if I would want to. I think if it's like got the D&D name on it and it was come from TSR or WotC, then I think it can put the D&D stamp on that sucker. I think some people try to remove them from the D&D, right? BX. It's BX. I don't play D&D, I play BX. Got it. All D&D is D&D. There it is. That probably put that on a t-shirt. Nuba says, I consider Cairn D&D. Really? I guess. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. Should we? I guess maybe is the question. Whether you do or you don't. I don't know, man. Good to see you, by the way, Nubis. Thanks for joining, buddy. It's in the afternoon for Nubis. What am I going to do this afternoon? I'm going to sit down on my computer or my phone and watch this knucklehead. Cheers, Nubis. Someday you and I will meet. Like in person. Sean, we've already met. In person, face to face. In Europa. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Wayne, currently Dragonbane. Overall hero system. Played it multiple times a week for years and years. Nubis says, I'd say Mothership, although I haven't played it in a while. That's fair. Evil Merlin following up on my question. Played over a year. Started the Great Pendragon campaign in Anno 480. I have the new version. I would like to play it. I've never played. Jason, some flavor of D20 based fantasy, generically D&D. I gotta say, I wish I kind of kept track. Like, we don't really keep track, right? Like, unless in real life you're keeping good time records. You can't have a good life if you're not keeping good record of time. I'd have to, it's got to be, Pathfinder was a big chunk of my gaming return. So when we were kids, my history was learned on AD&D, played some Top Secret, Star Trek. That was kind of the kid years. And then second edition I had, but I don't know if we played it much. And then that was it. I dropped it. Probably like my Had to have been my junior year of high school. I didn't even play at all. And then I didn't play again until, some of you guys know, I didn't play again until I was like 30. So like it was a 15-year break almost. So all that time, nothing. And then when we did get back into I got back into the hobby, and I say we because there was a kind of my old home group that did. It was 3.0, and then literally like 3 months later, 3.5 was out. So, 3.5 really, we didn't play. We started on 3.0, but it was 3.5. Then on the verge of 4th, we pivoted to Pathfinder. So I would say we probably played, I gotta say I played more Pathfinder than 3.5. Maybe? I don't know. Because I didn't start at the beginning of 3.0, right, to Pathfinder. Kind of came in at 3.5. Oh, and my camera's gonna start futzing around. I'm gonna get a, and so I think, where was I going to say? Oh, so 4th edition Pathfinder. Then Pathfinder went to 5e. We played quite a bit of 5e, but it's like, I think I never played. Doc ran 5e for a while. And then I ran Tomb of Annihilation for like a year or two. I don't know. Because if I go by that, Forbidden Lands was in there. Oof, hard to say. It's got to be probably more it's definitely D20 based, but if I had to put it on a single game, it would be an interesting Gantt chart, if you will. Last year, Ryan says 5th ed D&D, last 10 years, Pathfinder 1E. Shambot D&D, at least 3 different versions. Dragon Maid's a close second. Tell Brett we say hello. Hello, Brett. Should I text him? I know he's gaming today. I told him, I said, dude, just go game. I hope you game this weekend, get your mind off of stuff, because it really can mess with your brain. The chat says hello. There you go. He won't. Who knows? Maybe he'll bop in. Morning, Kev. Kev says I'd say D&D. Orcs Dorcas most often either Call of Cthulhu or Hyperborea, just because of campaign for both. Yeah, that's probably the big one. If you've been in a campaign, it probably takes like a huge chunk of your game, right? Big man hugs the Brett. Thanks. Gabe, Shadowdark is D&D. Sean, Black Hack is D&D. Is it though? I guess that's the question. Is D&D, how in that context are you defining D&D? D&D the game system or D&D the name? Because it's not named D&D. I mean, Swords and Wizardry is D&D. It's a modified D&D, Sean. I think we'd have to go down the checklist, right? Do you roll a D20? Is it fantasy? Does it have armor class hit points and standard array? Right? Does it have a monster manual? I don't know. Check. It's D&D. Some will say it's 5e with the numbers filed off, or no skills. All clones. Hoos is like all clones are D&D. Laramie, I was going to say, since Sean skipped my good morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss you, Laramie? I apologize, buddy. I was going to, unlike it's a unsubscribe, good thing Shambot bailed you out, Sean. Yeah. Thanks, Shambot. Phil, for sure, Lifetime D&D is what I played most, but in the last 2 years, it's been the One Ring. New question of the day. What is D&D? Morning, Jim. Oh, it's funny how the question of the day tends to start to creep into something else. And then there's two like things going on. It's all right. Whatever keeps things a moving. Oh, Brett replied, I should have head over. Nothing else to do. Oh, you might be coming over, get folks. Buckle up, buttercups. Old Brett man might be in the chat in no time here. Laramie almost often, currently Castles and Crusades, no shock. There it is. Who's defining it? 6 attributes, levels, fighter, magic user, thief, D&D. What? I don't think Shadowdark has a magic user. I think they call it wizard, right? There's no thief in Shadowdark. Sean, you're being a dick. Orcus Dork is adding Delta Green to that also. Delta Green would be probably in there somewhere. Even though the biggest one, I've run some music from a darkened room, like multi-session, and then Impossible Landscapes. It's funny because I probably know the rules of the D's and D's better. My whole group spent the past 7+ years trying a bunch of different games, so no clear winner for me currently. Ryan says my history is almost the same as Sean's, but I never took a break. Just add WEG, Star Wars, and TMNT to the list. There you go. Similar break, but jump back. I don't think my story of that big break is uncommon in at least my generation, right? Our generation, my generation, the generation I grew up in. I don't think that's totally uncommon. I think a lot of people share that similar story. There's very few that are like, I've been gaming ever since I was a kid. And it's good. It's good that some of us have come back, right? I mean, you could do so much worse than gaming. I mean, even despite all the kind of jokes about buying all the books and never playing all the games that we have and all this other, they're never going to get to the table. I mean, we could spend our money on dumber stuff, I think, my opinion, right? So much more detrimental to like relationships and life. Like, too bad a lot of the world hasn't discovered RPGs. It's our job to go out there and have people discover them, I think. Hey, have you heard the good RPG? Oh, man. If you're going Lifetime, probably AD&D Hackmaster 4E. They're both the same game with tweaks. The game I wish I'd played the most is Earthdawn. I read my hardcover core book so much it's now a softcover. Just never found a group, the time, the reason to actually sit down and play it. See, now you can, because you could probably find somebody. Like back in the dark ages, before the internets, we were in our own little worlds. Now that whole dynamic has changed. Arrogance says Shadowdark, to be honest, not clones, but RD&D. Yeah, what is it? What is a clone? You know, what is D&D? What is a Heartbreaker? Like, there's some clones. I lean towards what I think Harrigan would probably get at too. Is, you know, I think Labyrinth Lord is a clone, right? OSE is a clone. Like, I think OSE is a direct clone. Other than, let's like reorganize it. Osric is a clone. I don't think Shadowdark, Black Hack, I don't think any of those are clones, right? That's how I would define a clone. Clone is the same thing, man. Clone troopers. It's not one clone trooper is different from another clone trooper. Well, unless you put them in a different set of armor, but underneath, they're all clones. Probably D&D. Better start a poll. Various old D&D editions clones of those systems are ones that are basically someone's D&D house rules. Ty says, only game worth playing, Fate, ICRPG, a close second. Who's gonna die on that hill? Yes, all D&D. Gabe, S&W is D&D. Why are we calling it Swords and Wizardry then? Shouldn't it be just Matt Finch's D&D? So stirred up. Little darling, stir it up. 3E can't be D&D, no Thaco. Oh, shots fired. Let's call it Heroic Fantasy TTRPG and move on. Most often played 80s, AD&D, 90s, GURPS, 2000 to 2015, Fate. More recently, non-clone OSR. Yeah, that guy's breaking it bound by the decades. Oh, man, oh, man. All right. Even Merlin also started playing in a weekly FFG Star Wars game, loving the dice system. That's another one I could probably add to the list. Oh, there he is. In case you missed him. Look at him. Look at him. There he is. What's that guy doing in there? Brett B has arrived. There you go, folks. You can all pile on him now. Todd personally clones our D&D with an asterisk because if someone steals my car and files off the VIN, it's still my freaking car. Excuse me a second. Looks out the window, checks on car. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't, okay. I like the car analogy. Something there, maybe. Look at all the love Brett's getting today. I don't think I've seen anybody love Brett as much in the last, 7 years. Look at that. Sean, I've been gaming since I was 13, and while there have been people coming and going, it's been a consistent group. That's awesome, dude. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Eileen. You're right. The hobby certainly owes Paizo a certain debt of gratitude for keeping the flame alive for TTRPG. They were the last book standing on a lot of defunct Barnes and Nobles. Hey, Dwayne. Yeah, my break was early 90s to 2017. Wow. Welcome back, dude. And you're in the deep. I'm in the deep end, man. Being here, you're in the deep end. Playing around in something. Oh, sorry, that's the Brett. All right, we got to get going, man. There's a lot of. Let me see. We could talk about that whole debate on what's D&D, what's OSE, or what's a clone. OSE would be a clone then. It's a revamp of BX, right? For sure. I think that's a no-brainer, right? OSE tries to be completely compatible with BX. The other clones have differences, either as house rules or to avoid loose lawsuits. Back when people thought they'd get sued by WotC. Clones are just built, lifted from a very specific version of TSR D&D. Eileen says only ongoing game I have right now is 5e with house rules. Lawyers. That's why we have them. From this day forth, it should be called Matt Finch's D&D. And I would say Castles and Crusades will be the Chanel D&D, right? Did I see Zweefer enter the room? Yeah, good to see a Zweefer. I'm surprised people are able to do D&D parody titles so often when WotC is so litigious. I don't know if WotC knows. Do they know? I don't know. I also think there's I think there's also something to be said about rules, right? Can't in the US there's something weird with copyright and rules. That's why they maps get under an SRD and a SRD and a license document. I talked about this before on stream. We're going to implement a license to make people think that they need to abide by the rules in order to get the magic stamp of our game company. When you could just take those rules, plop it in another book. Well, I don't want to get into that. Labyrinth Lord, Blue Home, Ozric retro clones, when they borrow the typeface, kerning, etc. That's how I define clone. Clones, Ozric, S&W, Labyrinth Lord, OSE, etc. Hyperborea, Shadowdark. To be honest, that's what I'm going to call the Black Hack, TBH. To be honest, Cairn, so many others, not clones, but our D&D. I might be alone on this hill. I don't know. As someone who published under D20, there was definitely a financial incentive to abide by their legal fiction umbrella. Yeah, I bet. All right, let's get into stuff. Like, we're never going to get through everything if I don't get this thing moving. Thanks, everybody, for chiming in, and I really appreciate it. And the debate on what is D&D and what is a clone. Are they have to be the same? Are we just intermixing clone and D&D? Like, that was conveyed like not accurately. Don't answer that question. What are we going to get into? What should we get into originally first? Should we get into news? Okay, fine. Let's see. First one, we'll start off. This guy's blog. I think he's in the chat. Thoughts from a GM's basement. What? Gamers in the basement? Get out of the town. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks, Wayne. Like, subscribe, dislike, whatever. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you all do it, I might have a record week. There's a lot of people in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Who's this guy, Phil? Phil McClure. He's documenting his Hyperborea 3E. Now, here's the secret. I've gamed with Phil for over a year, I think it was, at least 18 months maybe, Phil? Yeah, I don't know if I knew you had this blog, did I? And it's been out there since 2022? What's going on here, Phil? Don't want us to discover you on the internets? Running Hyperborea, if you want to check out Phil's blog, make sure you comment, and tell him your strong opinions on gaming. Because bloggers love nothing more than stray comments. Well, we've got to put some heat on you, Phil. We got to put some heat on you. Now you got traffic. You have visitors. Now you got to produce. You can't let these guys down. Look at Brett. There's an article for you right there. Brett's giving you even some creative inspiration. Is Hyperborea 3E very different than second? I didn't get it in on the 3E. Was tempted, but didn't at the time. Stay tuned into Phil's blog. He's going to cover it next week for everybody, just so you know. Hey, Phil, probably Monday. Get that out. All right, next one. Oh, hey, so I did not know that this was a thing. Phil knows me. He should expect this from me, honestly. Yeah, there you go. But see, look at it. Brett's already congratulating. Good work, Phil. I'd expect my questions answered by end of day Monday next week. See, this no. I mean, come on. Any award dream date guide 2024. So I guess you can go on eBay and have your dream date. So you could sit at the table with Paizo, Free League, Pelgren, Imagining Games, Sarah Dollinger, or the Any Award Judges table. You can participate in a night of conversation and memories made, as well as receive some unique swag. For freelancers and small publishers, this is a great opportunity to meet publishers face-to-face, a.k.a. schmooze. If you're interested in hanging out with the publisher or creator, read on to learn more about the Ennies and what you can get through these eBay campaigns. Should we check? I don't even know. I don't even know what this runs. So dream date or every year, 20. This. So who is the author of this? Egg. It's from EN World. Egg does column there. So apparently, Egg is when I attended with my dream date Cubicle 7. 2018, 19, 20, 22, 23. Pandemic prevented them from going in 21 and 20. I write about the available dream dates for 2022 and 2023. I wrote for an any award dream date. So then they have their own like little shtick here. So if you want it with Paizo, it's kind of what you get. The rewards. Winner of the auction will receive the opportunity to join the Paizo Incorporated team, including Logan. That should be Logan Bonner, I believe, and Michael Sayre. Lead developers, James Case, developer nominee Lost Omens, at awards at a specially designed table in front of the stage at the 2024 Any Awards. Winner will receive an amazing prize pack featuring copies of Pathfinder Player Core, Pathfinder World Guide, signed by as many of the team as possible. Why you should bid. During Gen Con, the Paizo booth is busy and their leadership are locked away in panels. So it's basically, hey, you want to schmooze? Here's a way to do it. Getting some autographed swag. If you're curious about Pathfinder, Free League. What would I get? Alien rewards. Winner of this auction will receive the property to join. I cannot read today. Opportunity to join the Free League team, up for multiple nominations. Receive an amazing prize pack featuring collector's edition of The One Ring, signed by Francisco Nipatello, the lead designer, and Blade Runner RPG collector's edition, signed by Thomas Herenstam and Joe Lafave. There you go. So going over to eBay, Daboomba. Looks like 2 bids, 1 bid, 2 bids, 3 bids. There's 3 bids on Pelgrins, up to $78. I mean, this may not be a bad deal if you can get it like, if you take the 2, so you take Free Leagues, you take those limited edition books, which, in some of those Kickstarters, they say they'll never release again. So say they cost, I don't know, $70 per book. So that's $140. And then you get to sit, you gotta get to Gen Con, right? So that's a cost, but if you're already going and you want to hang out at the Ennies, I don't know if it's a bad deal, right? Like, I mean, as long as these things don't go bonkers. Shoot, if a couple of these guys get in at $50, I mean, it's a steal just for the maybe loot that they get. Am I right? Right. So, anyways. I just want to throw that out there. Next up. Did you guys know this was happening? RPG A Day 2014 for August. I actually stole today's question of the day from here because we won't cover it next week. There are 2 RPG A Day things. So there's one by Autocratic, which is David Chapman. So if you're not, I should probably... I gotta. Ryan West is gonna be like, dude, you gotta put the links in the chat, bruh. All right, there's links for Ian Worlds. Any date 2024. So here's RPG Day. Some questions. First RPG bought this year, most recently played. RPG with good form, an accessory you appreciate. Awesome app, great gamer gadget, marvelous miniature, great character gear, some good stuff there. And then if you scroll down, this is one by Scala Wizwania or Vitsvania. RPG Day 2024 RPG Challenge. This one's a little more like creative, right? First one is describe a monster. Wait a minute. Yeah. No. Text version. Runes, forest, demonology, cosmos, fairies, portal, forgotten city. What? So she's got it here where it's like day 1, runes, day 2, forest, day 3, demonology. Oh, I see. And then like the quest. So you're really doing like 10 things per day. So if you like the theme, there's a theme per day, and then it has this quest checklist. So if the theme for August 1st is runes, you would, if there was a quest around the ruins that you have to describe a monster, create an NPC, write a bulletin board quest, invent an item, write a legend or rumor, create a random table, create a simple mechanic, present an idea for a random encounter, create a simple present add eavesdroppable dialogue, and draw. Oh, I see. Pick or roll. Oh, okay. Interesting. So on quest, it's clear as mud, let me tell you. Okay, so here's the deal. With this one, it's day one, the theme. Then it's a 1d10 roll on this table. That's what you do. You don't do all 10. Yeah, each day you roll a d10, Blake says. Yeah, that's what it is. So, ruins, roll a d10. You would create an NPC, describe a monster, invent an item, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of cool. So you have two options. Okay, and if you go to this site, there are options in different languages as well. Or same kind of things, but different languages. Oops. What's going on here? There you go. You guys going to do RPG a day? I don't know if I've ever done an RPG a day all the way through a month. I don't know if I have. Maybe I will this year. Next, let's get up one page RPG jam. 1 page RPG jam. 2024. Yeah, what is it? Who's that guy's from SNL? Super Soaker. And Dead Dan. No, what's his name? I can't remember. It's like the Sunday Big Rock Fest ad spoof. 1 page RPG jam 2024. Anybody taking part in this? Come on, you guys. I know there's some designers in the chat. 919 joined, 77 entries. 1 page RPG jam returns for its 5th year running. This jam is about making new 1 page tabletop role playing games. Ask Dan. That's what his name is. The SNL skit. Ask Dan. He keeps dying, each one. So there you go. Blast it all. All right. If you do it, let us know. I'd like to, I'll tell everybody about you on the stream. So if we got to go to the Discord, set up a thread or something for your RPG jam or something, and like I don't know, somewhere on the Discord we can create an RPG jam thread or something. And if people are partaking and you guys finish and submit something and you want a little exposure, let me know. I'll put it out there in one of the streams. So this thing ends, what's the deadline? Submissions due in 29 days. This is being recorded July 27th. So just so you know, submissions open from July 21st to August 25th. There, did the translation for you. August 25th, 2024 at 5:59 p.m. That's probably to my time zone, Central Time, I'm guessing. That's probably local to whatever I got my system set to. So there you go. RPG Jam. New podcast. John Hamm will investigate real-life D&D crime in an upcoming podcast series. Yeah, right? Interesting. Maybe. If you like true crime and D&D, well, Sean, what? True crime and D&D? Yeah, that's right. What's it going to be about? Y'all know. It seems award-winning actor John Hamm, who's just recently received 2 Emmy nominations for his work on the morning show and Fargo to add to his belt, is taking a bit of an unexpected career turn, venturing into D&D themed podcast based on real-life crime. Do you know who it is? Do you know what it's about? Don't peek. You know who it is. According to Deadline, Hamm will executive produce and star in Dungeon Masters, a scripted true crime podcast series. It explores the world of D&D through the monocle of a private detective in 1979. Is it coming out? Is it coming to you yet? Series was written and directed by David Kushner. Here it is, set in 1979. The series gives listeners a behind-the-curtain look into the world of D&D, told through the lens of a private investigator, William Deere, who will be Ham, a swashbuckling-style tough guy and creator of the game, Gary Gygax, who will be played by Will Wheaton. The series follows Deere on his quest to find Dallas Egbert, a Michigan State student who supposedly disappeared in the steam tunnels under his university while enacting a real-life version of D&D. Here's what Ham had to say. It was great to delve into the mystery of Dallas Egbert with his talented team and group of actors. I'm excited for listeners to follow the journey of William Deere and immerse themselves in the series. It'll feature Will Wheaton, Felicia Day, Christian Nairn from Game of Thrones, Emily Axford, who comes from Adam Ruins Everything, Anjali Bhimani from Miss Marvel, and then Mark Doherty from Captain Marvel. It's going to premiere 12th of August, 2024. Yeah, Monsters, there it is. Fraser knows the deal. Mazes and Monsters, Electric Boogaloo. Do you think they tried to get Tom Hanks to do this? I don't know. I might tune into it. We'll see. It'll be interesting how they do the D&D. Like, are they going to get into the Satanic Panic? We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Let's move on. Let's do. I don't have a button for this one. Let's do bundles. Bundles, more bundles. I got a couple bundles. Oh, come on. Why is this not working? Here we go. First one, the Gaia Complex. I don't think I went over this last week. This still has 5 days as of this recording left. So, the Gaia Complex, the complete line of Flesh and Wire ebooks from Hansor. Tabletop cyberpunk role-playing game of flesh and wires in a megacity of intense violence, secret corporate warfare, and vampiric uprisings. An overzealous AI called Gaia governs the city and controls its citizens. Anybody play Gaia Complex? $15, you get all of these books. You get four books in PDF. Yeah. So there you go. Next up, Humble Bumble. I got my comms mixed up on this table. That's the problem. All About Gaming. This one's been making its way around. I think it's going to take, some people will definitely appreciate this bundle, and then there's going to be some that are be like, well, maybe 2 books or 3 books, because it's like all gaming, like Game Wizards, The Elusive Shift, which is how role-playing games forge their identity. Then it starts getting into like computer gaming, Atari to Zelda, virtual reality. Let's see, there's one, How Games Move Us by Catherine Isbister. Developer's Dilemma, Uncertainty in Games, The Warcraft Civilization, Codename Revolution, and the Nintendo Wii platform. I wonder how good these would be in audio. Like, I don't know if I would be able to sit down and read all these, but like if you're into games, like gaming and stuff, this is probably a no-brainer. Player versus Monster, the making and breaking of video game monstrosity. Playing at a distance. Borderlands of video game aesthetic, so it starts getting into pretty heavy video games. Treacherous Play, Unboxed, board game experience and design. Infinite Playground. Player's Guide to Imagination. Playing Smart on Games, Intelligence, and AI. Virtual Economies. So, yeah, if you're interested in all that, knock yourself out. Bingo, bango. Ryan, the bottom book, Game Economics, is intriguing to me. Atari to Zelda might be the only video game reference I actually get. I haven't tracked video games in over 20 years. Video games are a fad. Meanwhile, Moist Towelette sales continue to grow. Hashtag 6 seasons and a movie. So that's all I had. That we haven't covered already, if you will. Bundles. Let's get into print news, shall we? Astrenor, free medieval fantasy role-playing game. Yeah. This is not the link I wanted to go to first. Rascal features it on here and talks a little bit more about it. Free role-playing game with simple rules, ideal for beginners. World of adventure and humor. In the world of astronaut humor and traditional fantasy elements blend seamlessly. Players embark on a journey to join a prestigious guild, exploring a vibrant world filled with secrets and challenges. Whether you choose to be a daring warrior, a powerful mage, or a cunning rogue, Astronaut provides a platform to build your own legend. So, its character sheet says a lot for a game. Pretty simple. Uses a D20 system that is easy to grasp, focusing on 6 core attributes. The simplicity makes it ideal for newcomers to the role-playing game scene. Despite its straightforward mechanics, the game offers a very rich variety of classes and a customizable talent tree, allowing players to mix and match different combat styles. Strategic combat system. It resembles traditional board games featuring grid-based movement and resource management, such as health and energy points. Every encounter requires strategic thinking, as each battle can be challenging and demands careful planning. So, free resources. Rulebook, blank pre-gen, character sheet, introductory scenario, a campaign consisting of 4 detailed scenarios. Both English and French versions are available. Perfect for beginners. There you go. So you have that, and then I'll give you a link to that actual official website. Question is it a D&D clone? Yes, some of you, Victor says, is it D&D? So this is D&D. Oh, man, you guys. It's Brett's D&D. Yes, this is D&D, clone, homebrewed, homeworld. See you later, Orcus Dorcas. Good to see you. Have fun. Bourbon tasting? Wait a minute. This guy's going to bourbon tasting? It is 9 o'clock Central Time here. He's on the West Coast. I guess it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Orcus Dorcas. It's funny. That should be, you should come up with excuses to, not that this is an excuse. I'm picking on Orcus because, why not? Come up with explanation. Yeah, it's always 11. It's 1100 somewhere. I got nothing but time. I should hang out with Orcus for sure. Obviously, sounds like a good time. Listen here, Mr. Judgy, host. I'm on the 3rd beer and I don't drink light beers. Well, that's fair, but Laramie also works night shift, so for him it is 5 o'clock Miller time. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Oh, man. Oh. I got to go to a bourbon tasting. It's 7 in the morning. I got to get ready. Too funny. Anyways, check it out. Next, Shadowscar, The Witcher, and Cyberpunk TTRPG publisher to launch new game. Free download sample. This is coming out at Gen Con by R. Talsorian Games. So both the Pond Smiths are coming out. Cody son of Mike. I am Cody, son of Mike. So this is like a mishmash of anime, apparently, I think, is kind of the deal. Draws from anime and computer games. So I think you actually it's like kind of influenced by like things like Tron as well, because I think you play inside a computer. So if you like anime and video games, it might be something to check out. It's got a starter set, booklet of lore on the worlds and factions of Shadowscar, booklet with essential rules to play right out of the box, booklet containing 50-page Mask of the Green Demon adventure, 6 customizable characters, a set of Shadowscar-themed dice, maps, and tokens to help bring the world of Shadowscar to life. There you go. So check it out. All right, man. Ian World print news. Let's see what we've probably talked about and maybe not. What is out? What is available? Twilight 2000. I think I mentioned this. Twilight 2000, Hostile Waters, and the Black Madonna are out. Like officially to the public. Many of us backers just got ours like within the last month. So now you can get it where great RPGs are sold and ordered and pre-ordered. Next one, Tales of the Valiant 2-book slipcase. Tales of the Valiant Player's Guide, Tales of the Valiant Monster Vault, Tales of the Valiant Game Master Screen, all by Kobold Press. D&D 5th edition variant core rules. Anybody pick this up? Anybody pick this up? Like, I'm going to pick this up and see what it's all about. Anybody? So, TOVD. Tales of the Valiant D&D. So a clone? Oh, God, here we go. What's up, Brandon? Okay, no takers on Tales of the Valiant. Next one, Deadpool roleplays the Marvel Universe. Oh, my goodness. That's probably a one-shot adventure. Can they even make that? Who is on there? Did Forbeck do that? Or did one of the other folks? I'm interested because, Deadpool Marvel, like, so there's Marvel and then there's Deadpool. Yes, Deadpool is part of Marvel. I get that, comic book junkies. But, there's a reason why Disney didn't want to put out Deadpool and Marvel. Or Deadpool and Wolverine, I meant. And it's rated R. So how raunchy is this product, I'm guessing, is the question. First comic-sized one-shot adventure for the Marvel Multiverse RPG. Players can play as Deadpool and his team with new character profiles or as their own PCs in a fourth wall-breaking adventure. Includes a comic story lead in by Cullen Bunn from Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. Next one. Ooh, look at this pretty Fate Forge. D&D 5th edition Fate Forge. Oh, goodness. Encyclopedia 2, Netherworld, Cankerous Infestation. GM Kit, Netherworld, Screen and Cartography Set, Traveling in the Netherworld of deck of 50 cards, Treasures of the Netherworld, all by Studio Agate. It's a lot of stuff here that is now available. Next, Occultism and the Monastery of Thoth by Studio Agate. Another one by Studio Agate. Hardcover supplements. This is from Shadows of Esterin system. DCC, baby. First time fan kit. Oh, interesting. Dungeon Crawl Classics, $45 for this kit. $45? Do you get all this? not a new product, but basically a starter set for DCC RPG. Okay, here we go, folks. For $45, you get Dungeon Crawl Classics RPG Softcover Edition, Cesrican's Sangorvius Solids dice, which is DCC dice, I imagine, like all the weird dice. DCC RPG Judges Screen, scratch off character sheets. I don't know how many you get, probably maybe 5, I don't know. And then Dungeon Crawl Classics number 79, Frozen in Time. And it can be played as a 0-level funnel or with first-level PCs. Yeah, $45, that's solid, right? That's a good deal. There you go. There you go. That's all in print now. Yeah. There. So, yeah. See? Get rid of the DC package. Oh, Brett seems excited about that. Ryan says they have one for MCC 2. All right. See you, Todd. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget. Hit the switch on the way out. Is it just a new layout? I don't know. I gotta imagine it's on the most recent softcover book. If you're talking about the DCC book. Those DCC dice too, different colors for each size, helps new players, right? Roll the red one, roll the blue one. Oh, really? These softcover books, I didn't know how many they brought to GaryCon, but they were cooking them off for like 10 or 15 books. They went through a lot of them. I mean, just ask Savage Worlds on how their Explorer Edition did. Like, what was it, like $10? I think $9.99 they had it priced. Not bad. I've heard of people playing and not scratching off their stats until relevant, which could be hilarious. Terrigan flipped those DCC bite. Oh, hey, John G. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Those DCC dice alone are like $30. Solid deal. Yeah, good deal. I prefer the softcover books. All right, let's get into crowdfunding, right? Right, I think. Crowdfunding. Are we on crowdfunding already? Yeah. I don't know, Sean. It's your show. What the hell? If you don't know, we don't know. Well, there's a few here. Let's knock them out. Let's go. Got stuff to do. First one up, coming up from Rascal. Look, you dirty rascal. Copy paste. Unleash the Magic Ironbound RPG invites you to discover Grimwood City. Grimwood Games launching their own system. Soon on BackerKit. Embark on an epic adventure into the heart of Grimwood City, where the boundaries between the ordinary and the extraordinary blur. Ironbound introduces players to a richly woven tapestry of magic, mystery, and danger. All set in an urban fantasy world that promises endless excitement and deep strategic gameplay. Sorry, I should have said, all set in an urban fantasy world that promises... There, got to do that. Grimwood City is a place of shadowy intrigue and powerful magic where players can choose to uncover hidden secrets beneath its streets or rise through the ranks of the magical societies. Every decision shapes the narrative, creating a unique, personalized story that evolves with each session. Check it out on BackerKit or even Twitch. And I don't know why I hit that button, but let's do this. Oh, that's right. This one had a broken link in it. Whatever. Check out this and then do a search on BackerKit somewhere or Grimwood Games. There you go. I wonder if the end times came, if Sean would still go stand in front of his computer screen and do this live stream in a dark room. I'm leaning towards probably. What wouldn't you like to know, Ryan West? Of course I would. All right. Dude, I like the look of this thing. Miami 86 is a rules light, action-packed TTRPG inspired by Miami Vice, Scarface, and Vice City. It's 1986. You and your friends are new to Miami's thrilling, dangerous streets. Your bold dreams shine like neon lights, but peril lies ahead. Navigate a world of ruthless kingpins and risky deals. Each decision could make you a legend or a casualty. Rise, take your shot, and conquer the city. $20 says it's PBTA. Is it? I don't know. Rules light, action packed, 2 to 6 players, or with solo options. See it trying to get rid of us, game masters. Immerse yourself in a quintessential 80s Miami ambiance, inspired iconic classics like the film Scarface, TV series, just mentioned all that stuff. Minimal rules and fast-paced action, featuring a core mechanic reminiscent of Into the Odd and Kern. Character generation's quick and random, allowing you to dive straight into the action. For game masters, there are tools to randomly generate adventures, ensuring fresh and exciting gameplay every time. I am wrong. It is not PBTA. This book includes detailed descriptions of fictional places and non-player characters in Miami and beyond, including far-off locations like Colombia. I would have to watch Blow for this game. With Johnny Depp. I'm surprised they didn't list that as like a source of inspiration. Look at that. Look at that business card. That's cool. Crowdfunding campaign scheduled to start August 20th, but if you follow the project a game found today, you will receive a free gift. Solo adventure pamphlet. That's what the solo adventure pamphlet is. This is cool. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. It featuring tigers in backyards, plane flights to Colombia, wrestling with alligators and panthers in the Everglades, wild parties in the Bahamas, tense negotiations over coke shipment prices, rules for running a nightclub. Dude, yeah, this would be cool to like, okay, you want to live stream? I want to see some 80s, like, Miami dress, like shirts, no, not buttoned up, big hairy chests, gold medallions, gold chains, tinted gradient wire rim glasses. Dude, throwing a Ferrari, Testarossa too, by the way. There's another one. Cocaine Cowboys is a great doc on Miami crime scene. The whole city was supposedly built on the cocaine trade. That's what I think they say in Cocaine Cowboys. Oh man, this I don't know. This looks pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know why it appeals to me. So maybe it's just a set piece, like a time set piece. Gemstone dice. You guys like gemstone dice? These are no joke. Like $75, made out of gemstone. They've got tiger's eye, amethyst, rose quartz, mahogany obsidian, moss agate. I think those are the ones. These would be a good gift, like a nice gift. Like if one of these are your birthstones. Just saying for some of those nerdy dependents of nerds. American Hustle, absolutely. That's a good one too, Ryan. That's some of the ones they should have listed, right? Let's see. Next one, prepare for a relaunch. What? Last week we talked about a Expanse supplement. Well, they're gonna redo the Expanse, or redo, I guess, relaunch by Green Ronin, right? They own it. Own the license anyway. Working hard toward our launch, but we'd love to let you know as soon as the campaign goes live and send you a free set of Protogen dice. Can we count on your pledge? There's 1,100 people waiting for that to go, to rocket off into space. Whoops. Keep doing that, man. So there you go. The Expanse is coming. Again, Check it. Next one. Putting this one out there. Damn it, Owen. Cartoons that refuse to not be drawn. So these are comics by Stan! Exclamation point. If you don't know who Stan is, he's been around in the hobby for quite some time. He's done RPG work, and then he also had his own like comic strip. And so he's an artist as well. And so Owen Casey Stevens has been battling cancer on and off for I think like the last year. And so there's been a GoFundMe page and things of that nature. So obviously these two guys are friends, I would think, I would hope. And so Stan put a comic book together. So what is Damn It, Owen? This book is more than 40 awesome cartoons based on weird ideas that grew out of decades-long friendship and social media. A picture of the cover, it's a pretty accurate interpretation of how the comics in this book came to be. So who are these guys, and what is Damn It, Owen drawing? Glad you asked. So it talks about who Stan is and Owen. Or you might know him as the guy on the couch in the Omni lobby during the past Gen Cons. Yeah, unfortunately, more than a year ago, Owen was diagnosed with cancer. The fight against it has been long and difficult and cost a lot of both monetarily and in terms of his ability to keep up the pace of writing and publishing. That's the reason that this Kickstarter is happening now. We always knew that these cartoons might make a good book someday, and Owen's predicament has made it clear that now is that time. Stan and Owen will split the proceeds from this book to the benefit of both. So there you go. Check that out. Did I put it in there? I did not. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'll do it again. Who cares? Ooh. Pirate Bori. It's Bori. Down Among the Dead, an unruly expansion for Pirate Bori. The scurvy-ridden, rules-light art, heavy RPG. Down Among the Dead is a massive A5 hardcover expansion featuring 3 full-length adventures, plus new player and GM options. We're also making a trove of gaming accessories. 5-panel GM screen, Devil's Luck D2 coins, original Pirate Bori dice, naval combat tokens, neoprene water hex mats, Cabin Fever Jam hardcover back. There you go. It's not launched yet. Get it while it's hot. So here's the 3 adventures: Lost in the Locker, Venom in the Veins, and Into the Maelstrom. If you like Bori games, a lot of people say this is one of the best. I've played it. I have not played it. I own it, but I have not played it. Morning, Joe. Did I see Joe? Morning, Joe. Check it. Boom. Check it. Hey, Joe, hit the like button, would you, buddy? Thanks. Hey. That's right. Bori, Sean, not Borg. Yep. Got to retroact all my stuff. Got to go back and find AI so I can replace Borg with Bori. Damn it. Thanks, Joe. RPG crowdfunding from Ian World. So I don't have any affiliations. I should put that disclaimer out there. I have no affiliations from any of these websites. They don't pay me. Not looking for payment. They're great resources. Go check them out. Click on all their ads. See you, Brett. Have fun gaming. Go. I hope you're... What are you playing today, Brett, before you leave? Might have left already. All right. Just curious. I think Brett's going off the game. It's not bourbon tasting, but... Maybe there will be bourbon tasting. RPG crowdfunding. Here we go. Now, these on Ian World are always in the last 1 or 2 weeks. Mostly last week of going. So Monsoon from Arcane Minis is a 5th edition, the newer 5.5e version. Source books, $90 is the popular pledge. It's funded at $360K. Man. 5e. It's crazy. It's just... Ugh. I wish on here it would say how many backers. 50K goal, 361K. Boom. Booyah. The Journal of the Travelers Aid Society. Traveler, still kicking. No bourbon tasting, but maybe dice trying? You never know. I've received 4,000 emails from that campaign. Oh, from the Traveler one? 101,000 quid of a 15,000 quid goal. Jeez. Oh, from Monsoon? Some of these are just... Get a lot of emails, man. Next one. Berserker. Berserker from Slightly Reckless Games. This is off of Merc Bori. 35 quid. This is the Ragnarok kind of... What kind of game? This is the Ragnarok game. With rules for Mjolnir. Many other words featuring the O umlaut. Idea combines the Swedish Merc Bori with Vikings and the end of the world. So it's a Merc Bori reskin of the Vikings end times. There you go. 104,000 quid of a 12,000 quid goal. Booyah. Whoa. Oh, no kidding? Thinking about Berserker, but they have not delivered Ronin yet. I am perturbed. Yeah, this just goes to show you. Don't crowdfund it. Or crowdfund it. I mean, and then just know it could be ages late. But if it's going to hit the Exalted Funeral distribution channels, like, pick it up when it's done. I don't know. Merc Bori, Dark Fort has the Swedish pronunciation. Pirate Bori is English and doesn't. Oh, so it is Pirate Borg? But Merc Bori. Oh, man. That, Harrigan, that should have been a secret kept close to the chest. So now I have to switch up my pronunciation depending on what game I'm referring to. What is Progcore Fantasy? System neutral or 5e from Todd Stashwick. It's a campaign. Variety options. RPG source book. 87,000 of 150k goal? Wowee wow. 150k is no joke. That is not going to make it. It's, well, 50k goal would have been way over. Well, it's not worth this time unless it gets to 150. Extra Kingdom of Shibisha hardcover from Hern World Kingdom of Shibisha from Columbia Games. System neutral. There you go. I think it's got Hoos down there. It says Hoos is on this one. 54k of a 10k goal. There you go. Victoriana, 5e role-playing in a time of revolution from Cubicle 7 Games. I think I might have mentioned this when I was like pre-crowdfunder. 1887, Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee, and you're exploring magical steampunk world as industrial might overtakes the mythic. 55,000 euros over 20,000. That's nice. 5e Codex Arcana. This is going to be funded. Yeah, 30k quid. Over 15. Next one, High Level Adventures. 5 exciting adventures for D&D 5e from Ian World Publishing. That's funded. Powered by Perilous. I'm sorry if I'm scrolling over some of these a little bit quick. 5e's great. It's great. Everybody knows it's great. Everybody's kicking in. It's great. It's funded. Trying to give some of these other folks a little bit more exposure as 5e goes all digital. Which will be interesting. They haven't even released the license for that thing, have they? Powered by Perilous Pamphlets, Philip Reed Games, Crumbling Keep, Head Cheese Productions, and Eggs Company, Egg Embry Publishing, crowdfunding TTRPG pamphlets through Thursday, August 1st. Campaigns under the Powered by Perilous Pamphlets banner offer one-page brochure-style supplements for 5th Ed, OSE, Merc Bori, and Cyborg. It's got to be cyborg, right? Not cyborg. See you later, Sweefer. Thanks for joining. Talk to you later. So there you go. That's it. That's all. A little over again. God, cannot get that under an hour. Talk too much. Just talk too much. There you go. There you go. There you go. I think I posted this in there, right? I'll do it again. Why not? Do it at the end. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. All right. That is not working the way it should be. Strange. Give me a second, and I will fix that stuff. Bear with me. Why isn't it doing that? Here we go. Oh, I see what the problem is. Let's try this, shall we? There. Let's try this again, shall we? That is not right. What is... Oh. Here we go. I gotta hit the right button. Anyways, that wraps up the show for this weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I will be back next weekend with similar stuff to let you know about, to throw your hard-earned dollars at. Maybe you should try to put something else in there. All these folks over on this side of the screen are patrons of the show and or the YouTube channel itself. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That have contributed a few of their shekels each month. Thank you very much. What else can I thank you for joining? Thank you for visiting this after the fact. Much appreciated. Good to see everybody. What have I got going on? The West Marches game continues a little slower pace as far as scheduling. It hasn't been like twice a week as it did right out of the gates. Some might say, oh, Sean's interest is waning. It is not, sir, madam. It's going to continue. I'm going to try to still run it at least once a week. I am firing up a Delta Green game. That'll probably every other week. It is going to be every other week, and that is full. I've got 5 players. It's going to be fun. Probably a 6 to 10 session arc. Yeah, and I'm going to do it again. Probably right after that, maybe with a different scenario. We'll see. And then I'll open it up to other players that want to join. So yeah, that's what I got going on. Otherwise, have a great week whenever you view this. Be a positive force in the tabletop RPG hobby. Take some time to yourself. Spend time with those you appreciate. And don't let life get you down. We'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.